Clark hits the deep three. Clark has 10 straight games with 3 or more threes, the longest streak in WNBA history already as a rookie. Fever down, though, 69-66, heading into the fourth quarter. First possession of the fourth quarter. Off the screen. Look at that. Like, that's a small window to shoot. Knocks it down. And with that bucket, Caitlin Clark passes A'ja Wilson for the second most points scored as a rookie in WNBA history. Game tied at 69. Then Fever down 2. Look at show and go.
When you have that screen, I mean, that's just like Steph Curry and Draymond right there. They just have that two-man game going.
I like that. We're going to free basketball time. First possession of overtime. Step back jumper. Caitlin Clark at that moment has 26 points, 12 assists. Fever up 2. Game tied at 96. Ryan Howard, man, she's tough with a midi. 1 minute left, same score. Aaliyah Boston muscles her way down. Nice little jump hook.
When you have muscles like that, use them.
Yeah, absolutely. 30 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists for Boston. The Fever win 104-100. And here is the dynamic duo.
Does this feel like a playoff game? The crowd, you know, being as into it as they are.
Absolutely.
They are anyway.
I think every single game when we're competing.
We've never played in a playoff game.
But I kind of assume that. Does it feel like it? Can you predict the future? I mean, hey, I guess.
Teams that are in the top of our league, and obviously Atlanta's a really good team, but you know, the Liberty, Connecticut, Minnesota, those are the type of teams that do not let you back from a 16-point lead. Like, that just doesn't happen, and we have to find a way to, you know, be able to respond.
That is the word, respond. The Indiana Fever have responded in a big way since the Olympic break. Take a look at this. These are the top 3 scorers in the WNBA since the women brought home gold in the Olympics a few weeks ago. 2 of the members are of the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, but we are missing a big piece to this all-star puzzle. Literally, Aaliyah Boston has taken a step forward in her game, and she has built a special chemistry with their star rookie. So let's take it to the court, and I'll show you exactly how she gets it done. Go Aaliyah. She has been balling these last few weeks. So these are the plays that I love with Aaliyah. Watch this tandem. First, this is a pin down with a ghost screen, which means Kelsey's never really getting the ball. Instead, 2 go with Caitlin Clark, which is a nice pocket pass to Aaliyah. But watch the footwork. This is nasty. Turn around, feel the arm on the back to get to the mid-range. That is some growth from year 1. Now, this is why this really works. When you're playing pin downs and handoffs, it's very difficult to defend. This time, your three's on the line. The post defense is on the line, but Caitlin Clark is a deep three-point shooter. But last but not least, watch this. 2 go with Caitlin Clark. This leads a wide open lane. This is almost impossible to guard when you're at the top of the key, when you have a shooter like Caitlin, but you have a finisher like Aaliyah. Now, you know I love numbers. Take a look at just how much growth Aaliyah has shown this season alone. The first 10 games of the year, Indy was 2-8 with everybody on the struggle bus. But since then, Aaliyah has been a catalyst, averaging 15-10 on elite efficiency. Not to mention, she's coming off of a monster career high, 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. So clearly, slow and steady wins the race. Now, the Indiana Fever are 8-2 since the break, the second best over that entire span. They've clinched a playoff spot for the first time since 2016, but the next 4 games will decide the seeding. If the season ended today, though, they'd be facing Connecticut in the first round. Now, Rebecca, the second half of the season, the Fever have been like the most fun story. But when we hit the postseason, are they really going to make some noise?
This is a team, Chene, that I think certainly can. I think they can, obviously, they're not only in the postseason, I think they can win a first-round matchup depending on who they play. Right now, they're seeded to play the Connecticut Sun, and this is a team, and the last time that these 2 teams matched up, Indiana did win that game. But the big concern for Indiana, of course, and you heard Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston joking about it on the podium, is they don't have any playoff experience. Today, their starting lineup has a combined 0 games of playoff experience. Their entire roster has only 9 games of playoff experience. So that's the question, is when they get into those moments, how will they handle going against some of those upper teams that have been there combined 200 times?
I mean, look, you talked about a big 2, right? The superstar duo. They have a big 3 with Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and you like stats?
I do.
Stat
I love
Mamba. Who are the only trios in WNBA history to have 20-point games in consecutive games?
It's got to be Minnesota Lynx trio? No?
A'ja Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Kelsey Plum. A'ja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Caitlin Clark.
Oh.
Aaliyah Boston and
Oh, we're
Kelsey
going to go to
Mitchell.
the links.
Yeah. I mean, look, like, they have a big three now, and I think Kelsey Mitchell has really opened things up, too. And that floor spacing, the pop she brings, the steal that she had where she pulls up. I mean, we didn't show that highlight because like, to me, that was a game-changing play in this where they come all the way back in the second half. And I think it's not just the two-man game. It's not just the two-woman game. Kelsey Mitchell gives them that third option there that spaces the floor in a way that both those players, both Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, really need.
Ramona, Rebecca, do you know one of my favorite things that happens when I'm watching a WNBA game?
What's that?
I'll pick up my phone,
What's that?
and I'll get a text from Kendrick Perkins. He's
Uh-huh.
like, man, these ladies are balling. I love it. So, Perk, what do you want to see from Caitlin Clark in the playoffs?
Well, I just want to continue to see her growth for us being a leader, right? We know that she can hoop. We know that she can score the ball. We know that she can make others around her better, right? But her leadership. And look, I get it. I'm not comparing college to the WNBA, but when you talk about Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they've been winners all their life, right? They've been playing in hostile, rowdy environments all their life. They just young with old souls in the WNBA, baby, like my grandma used to say. But again, it's about her leadership. And you can see everybody starting to follow her, right? She's starting to lead in great fashion. And she's just not a vocal leader. She's a leader that's leading by example, by putting in the hard work day to day, coming out there, competing, and leaving it all out on the floor. That's all you can ask in a young rookie.
Yeah, there are a lot of comparisons with like the youngest players in the WNBA with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, but then also the older players, Diana Taurasi.